Qazvin, also romanized as Qazvin, Caspin, Qazwin, or Ghazvin, is the largest city and capital of the province of Qazvin in Iran. Qazvin was an ancient capital in the Persian Empire and nowadays is known as the calligraphy capital of Iran. It is famous for its Baghlava, carpet patterns, poets, political newspaper and pahlavi influence on its accent. At the 2011 census, its population was 381,598, located in 150 kilometers northwest of Tehran, in the Qazvin province. It is at an altitude of about 1,800 meters above sea level. The climate is cold but dry, due to its position south of the rugged Alborz range called Qazvīn. History. The city was a former capital of the Persian Empire under Safavids. It is a provincial capital today that has been an important cultural center throughout history. Archaeological findings in the Qazvin plain reveal urban agricultural settlements for at least 9 millennia. Qazvin geographically connects Tehran, Isfahan, and the Persian Gulf to the Caspian Sea coast in Asia Minor, hence its strategic location throughout the ages. The city today known as Qazvin is thought to have been founded by Shapur II, king of Persia in 250 CE, under the name Shad Shapur, when he built a fortification there to control regional tensions. Qazvin has sometimes been of central importance at major moments of Iranian history. It was captured by invading Arabs and destroyed by Hulagu Khan. After the Ottoman capture of Tabriz, Shah Tahmasp made Qazvin the capital of the Safavid Empire, a status that Qazvin retained for half a century until Shah Abbas I moved the capital to Isfahan. In 1210 the city was conquered and sacked by the forces of Kingdom of Georgia sent by Tamar the Great, as per the retribution for destroying Georgian-controlled Ani by the Muslim forces that left 12,000 Christians dead. In the 19th century Qazvin flourished as a center of trade because the only all-year accessible road from the Caspian Sea to the highlands started here, and with enhanced traffic on the Caspian Sea the trade volume grew. Its bazaars were enlarged. In the middle of the century the Babi movement had one of its centers here, and the first massacre of Babis occurred in Qazvin in 1847. In the second half of the 19th century Qazvin was one of the centers of Russian presence in northern Iran. A detachment of the Persian Cossack Brigade under Russian officers was stationed here. From 1893 this was the headquarters of the Russian Company for Road Construction in Persia, which connected Qazvin by roads to Tehran and Hamadan. The company built a hospital and the St. Nicholas Church. In 1920 Qazvin was used as a base for the British Norpa Force. The 1921 Persian coup d'etat that led to the rise of the Pahlavi dynasty was launched from Qazvin. It became a state in 1996. In autumn 2015 portions of Qazvin were struck by a meteorite. People. The majority of the people of the city of Qazvin are Persians. The majority language is Persian with a Qazvini accent. Azerbaijanis and Tats are the other largest ethnic groups of the city of Qazvin. They speak Azerbaijani and Tati. Actually most of the Azerbaijanis and Tats and native people of Qazvin city. They are originally from other areas of Qazvin province. Climate. Main sites. Qazvin contains several archaeological excavations. In the middle of the city lie the ruins of Maymun Gala, one of several Sassanid edifices in the area. Qazvin contains several buildings from the Safavid era, dating to the period in which it was capital of Persia. Perhaps the most famous of the surviving edifices is the Chefel Sotun Mansion, today a museum in central Qazvin. After Islam, the popularity of mystics, as well as the prominence of tradition, religious jurisprudence, and philosophy in Qazvin, led to the emergence of many mosques and religious schools. They include Jame-Atiq Mosque of Qazvin, Haydariyya Mosque, Masjid al-Nabi, with an area of 14,000 square meters. This mosque is one of the most glorious mosques of antiquity, built in the Safavids monarchy era. Sanjida Mosque, another mosque of Qazvin dating back to pre-Islamic Iran, a former fire temple. Its present-day form is attributed to the Seljukian era. Panjah Ali Mosque, a former place of worship for royal harem members in the Safavid period. Payambariya School Mosque, founded 1644 according to inscription. Payambariya Shrine, where 4 Jewish saints who foretold the coming of Christ are buried. Molly Verdikhani School Mosque, founded in 1648. Salahiyya Madrasa and Mosque, founded in 1817 by Mullah Muhammad Salih Bahrani. Sheikh al-Islam School Mosque, renovated in 1903. El-Tafatiyya School, dating back to the Ilkhanid period. Sadar School Mosque, made by 2 brothers Hossein Khan and Hassan Khan Sadar in 1815, as a fulfillment of the promise if they came back victorious from a battle against the Russians. Sharjah Hossein Shrine AC, 15 CCE Shrine 2 AC, 9 CCE Shiite Saint Aminiya Hosseiniya, about 100 kilometers southwest of Qazvin, are the tombs of 2 Seljuki-era princes, Abu Sa'id Bija, son of Sa'd, and Abu Mansur Iltai, son of Tarkin, located in 2 separate towers known as the Karakan Twin Towers. Constructed in 1067 CE, these were the first monuments in Islamic architecture to include a non-conic 2-layered dome. Both towers were severely damaged by a devastating earthquake in March 2003. Qazvin has 3 buildings, built by Russians in the late 19th, early 20th century. Among these is the current mayor's office and a water reservoir. St. Nicholas Church was built in 1904 by the Russian Company for Roads in Persia, which had its headquarters here. The church was in use until being decommissioned in 1984 because the community of Russian emigres in Qazvin did not exist anymore. The iconostasis and bell was removed to Tehran and the building handed over to the Iranian government, which keeps it available to the public as a historic monument. In front of the church is a 1906 memorial to a Russian road engineer. Economy. Qazvin today is a center of textile trade, including cotton, silk and velvet, in addition to leather. It is on the railroad line and the highway between Tehran and Tabriz. Qazvin has one of the largest power plants feeding electricity into Iran's national power grid, the Shahid Raja'i facility, which provides 7% of Iran's electrical power. Colleges and universities. Qazvin has several institutes of higher education. Imam Khomeini International University, Islamic Azad University of Qazvin, Payumi Anwar University of Qazvin, Qazvin University of Medical Sciences, Raja University, Shahid Babri Technical Institute, Kar University, University of Qazvin. Modern towers. Some famous residential towers are Punak, Azmin Ela, Badamestan and Teharat Tower with 28 floors. Shopping complexes. City Star in Qayyim Street, Ferdowsi in Ferdowsi Street, Iranian in Adl Street, Narvan in Ferdowsi Street, Bridges Naderi, Malasada, Urt-Batit, Persian Gulf, Abaturabi, Naso, Motahari, Imam Ali, Rajray. Famous hotels. Alborz, Iran, Mama, Gods, Grand Hotel, Qazvin, Noizar. Major parks. Shohada, Decoder, Beheshti, Fadak, Melar, Al-Gadir, Afarinesh. Hypermarkets. Proma Hypermarket, Refa Chain Stores Co. Transportation. Qazvin is served by Qazvin Railway Station. Sport. Qazvin is a well-known city because of its famous athletes. The city has highly focused on athletic teams along recent years. Tekmash is a basketball team which entered Iranian Basketball Super League in 2013. Notable Qazvinis. There have been an abundance of known people who lived in Qazvin, or came from Qazvin, whose tombs are scattered throughout the cities and villages of the province. These include, pre-modern time Ibn Majah, author of the last of the 6 canonical hadith collections recognized by Sunni Muslims. Hamdullah Mostofi, the great Ilkhanid historian and writer. Ubayd Sakhani, famous 8th century poet noted for his satire and obscene verses. Miri Mad Hassani, famous Nastaliq calligrapher. Darvish Abdul Majid, famous Shekhaist Nastaliq calligrapher. Modern-time Yusuf Alakhani, contemporary fiction writer and researcher. Azizi family. A well-known family that originates from Qazvin includes Sheikh Ahmad Azizi, known researcher and medical doctor. Drive. Sadi Piraz Azizi, the former Minister of Foreign Affairs from 1997 to 2005. Mr. Ahmad Azizi and Abul Qasim Azizi. Ali Akbar Decoder, prominent linguist and author of Iran's first modern Persian dictionary. Abdul Hossein Darki, known Dr. Jamal Karim Irad, former Minister of Justice. Hadi Murmiran, architect. Shirin Neshat, famous contemporary Iranian artist. Mojabi family, a prominent family that originates from Qazvin including Javad Mojabi and Zora Mojabi. Molakal ibn Ghazi Qazvini, famous faqih and commentator of the Quran in the Safavid period. Aref Qazvini, poet, lyricist, and musician. Rares al-Mojaheddin, the late Mirza Hassan Sheikh al-Islam, son of Mirza Masood Sheikh al-Islam, leader of the liberals and constitutionalists of Qazvin. Shahid Salas, killed in 1846. The third religious leader after Imam Ali who was murdered during prayer. Qazim Samanda, a famous follower of Baha'u'llah. Munir Sharodi Farman Farmayan, famous contemporary Iranian artist. Tahiri, influential poet and theologian of the Babi faith. Nasatak Milhomayun, a contemporary historian. Nasir Yegana, Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. Haj Said Javadi, politician in early 1980s. Abbas Babla, Brigadier General in the Islamic Republic of Iran Air Force. Notable people buried in Qazvin. Uwais Khani, a celebrity of early Islam, thought to have been killed here while fighting against an army of Daylamian origin. Ahmad Ghazali, famous Iranian Sufi who died in 1126 CE and was buried beside Shahzada Hossein. Ali ibn Shazan, great scholar of the 5th century. Shahzada Hossein, Shiite saint.